What if I told you the company behind the US stock market didn't choose Ethereum, didn't choose Solana, didn't choose XRP Ledger, but instead chose the Canton Network to help bring one of the world's largest financial markets on-chain? This isn't a startup experiment. This is DTCC, the financial infrastructure that processes the vast majority of US securities transactions, building with institutional blockchain technology. And if you don't understand why that matters, you could be missing one of the biggest stories in digital assets. What is DTCC? Before we talk about the Canton Network, you need to understand who DTCC is. The Depository Trust Clearing Corporation, or DTCC, is the backbone of the US financial system. Every day, it helps clear, settle, and safeguard trillions of dollars in securities. Stocks, bonds, ETFs, and many other financial assets move through infrastructure supported by DTCC. When Wall Street settles trades, DTCC is one of the key organizations making it happen. So when an institution of this size adopts blockchain technology, the industry pays attention. Why didn't DTCC choose a public blockchain? Banks and financial institutions operate under strict regulatory requirements. They can't expose client positions to the public. They need privacy. They need compliance. They need security. They need finality. And they need different institutions to work together without revealing confidential information. That's exactly what the Canton Network was built to do. Unlike traditional public blockchains, Canton allows participants to share only the information they need with only the parties involved, while still synchronizing transactions across the network. The big announcement. DTCC partnered with Digital Asset, the company behind the Canton Network, to tokenize DTC-custodied US Treasury securities. Let that sink in. We're talking about US Treasuries, some of the safest and most important financial assets in the world. But here's what's really clever. The original Treasury securities never leave DTCC's custody. Instead, Canton creates a secure digital representation, often referred to as a digital twin. That digital twin can then be used across financial applications while the original asset remains safely held within the existing regulated system. This bridges traditional finance with blockchain technology without forcing institutions to abandon the infrastructure they already trust. Why tokenize treasuries? Today, collateral often moves slowly. Settlement can take time. Capital becomes tied up. Liquidity gets fragmented across different systems. Tokenization changes that. With Canton, institutions can move tokenized collateral faster, automate settlement through smart contracts, and improve capital efficiency. Instead of waiting through traditional processes, assets become programmable and interoperable. That's a major shift for global finance. The power of atomic settlement. One of Canton's biggest advantages is something called atomic delivery versus payment, or atomic DVP. Here's the simple version. The asset and the payment move at the same time. No waiting. No half-finished trade. No risk that one side delivers while the other side doesn't. Either both happen or neither does. That kind of certainty is a huge deal for institutions moving billions of dollars. This isn't just theory. DTCC didn't stop with an announcement. It conducted a large-scale collateral mobility pilot involving dozens of market participants, multiple applications, and a network of Canton nodes. The pilot demonstrated tokenized treasury creation, real-time collateral transfers, margin workflows, and cross-application interoperability. In other words, this wasn't just a white paper. It was real financial infrastructure being tested by major industry participants. Why this matters? For years, people have asked whether blockchain could move beyond speculation and support real financial markets. The Canton Network is one answer to that question. Rather than replacing traditional finance, it's connecting existing institutions through shared programmable infrastructure. That's why you'll often hear Canton described as blockchain built for institutions. The DTCC isn't chasing hype. It's solving real problems. Faster settlement, more efficient collateral, greater interoperability, and secure, compliant tokenization of real-world assets. No one can predict exactly how quickly this technology will be adopted or how large the ecosystem will become. But one thing is clear. When one of the most important organizations in global finance chooses a blockchain network to help modernize market infrastructure, it's worth paying attention, because the future of finance may not arrive with a bang. It may arrive one institutional integration at a time. If you found this breakdown valuable, share it with someone who's trying to understand where blockchain is heading. Sometimes the biggest innovations happen quietly, until the rest of the world finally notices.